Methacton has 5 team fouls, Norristown 4. Nobody in foul trouble at this time, and it is as we projected at the beginning of the game. Norristown will pressure, score off the transition, limit Methacton to 1 shot, which is what they've done, push the ball up court, and the bulk of Norristown's shots have come in the paint. Actually, they've been pretty easy scores. They push the ball up, and even when Methacton's playing their 2-3, it's not a real aggressive 2-3. Norristown has been able to penetrate it and score easily off of it. So we'll pause for a moment, and Methacton has its work cut out for it if it expects to be competitive. Norristown, 12 for 15. 80%. Just giving an interesting stat. Norristown has shot 12 for 15 from the floor in the first quarter, 80%. 8 Methacton turnovers as well. And as I indicated, Norristown's been able to score off the transition, but it's been where Mr. O makes the shot. Nice shot from the corner. And that makes it 29-13. The same lineup that finished up 1 change, actually. Looks like Julius Blackwell scored that one. Phil Ash is back on the court for Norristown. So we have Anthony Willis, Jermaine, and Julius Blackwell. That's the 5. There's penetration. There's a turnover. Willis to Phil. Loses it. I'm not sure what he was trying to do on that, but he lost the ball. It'll be Methacton ball. O has it. Norristown is pressuring. Greg Cass has the ball. He's going to lose it temporarily. O picks it up. Almost turned it over. Official didn't call it. Marvin Phoenix has it, and looks like he's fouled. He is.
Foul number 4, the second, team's 5th.
We do have 1 new player in for Methacton. Jason Langheim is in to start the second quarter. We have another shot that's missed. Jason looks like he has the rebound. Little push off, holds onto it. He loses it. Well, White lost it. Craig Cash is going to inbound it, and he does to Marvin Phoenix, who's making the penetration, takes the shot, misses it. There's a scramble for the ball. Ken has it. Willis Gardner has it, passes it back out to Ken. Julius sets the screen, picks and rolls off of it, doesn't get it. Willis gets it. In fact, and in a person-to-person now, Anthony has it. Julius, Willis has it. JB has it at the top. High post feed, gives it back to Ken, takes the shot, makes it. Scores 33-14 at the 5:49 mark, second quarter on the Conacelli board. Number 10 passes it back out to O, who makes it. It's a 2. It's 33-16. We have a long pass, and it's open. And a foul. And a foul. Methacton was caught napping on the full court pass. And Robert Wilson commits the foul. Quite frankly, it shouldn't happen. Methacton scored, and Norristown rebounds. Norristown takes it out, makes the full court pass, and scores that quickly. Methacton has to do a much better job of paying attention to see where the ball is and getting down the court on transition. There's a missed shot, a rebound. Jason rebounds it. It's to Marvin Phoenix. Having trouble handling the ball, getting all kinds of pressure. Passes it to O, makes a great job trying to save it. Anthony gets a hand on it. O went way up to save that basketball. Greg Cass is going to inbound it. Passes it out to number 20, Marvin Phoenix. Takes a shot, misses it. Jason's going to pick up the foul on the rebound over the back. And that will be Methacton's 7th foul. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation for the next 5 minutes and 13 seconds of the second quarter.
Number 2, Steve Evans in the game for Norristown.
JB is at the line shooting first of a 1-on-1, makes it. It's 36-16. We do have a substitution for Norristown. Steve Evans is in. Ball is passed back out. Methacton has it. Oh, really gets up on that. Misses the shot. Goes up again. Follows it. Very, very vertical. Unfortunately, he tried to tap it, didn't control it. Norristown ball. Steve has it. Passes it back to Willis. Willis is going to take a long three and makes it. It's 39-16 at 4:33 mark of the second quarter. Methacton still dealing with the pressure, having a tough time with it. Jason tries to set the screen. Robert Wilson handling the ball, passes it to Greg, passes it back out to Robert, takes the three and makes it.
Robert Wilson, 3.
Almost turnover by JB. Willis has it. He's going to penetrate, stops, passes it back out to Julius, shoots off the backboard. He's fouled on the shot by number 21, Steve Williams. So we have Jason Langham on for Methacton.
Black ball for line shooting 2.
Greg Cass on the court for them. Steve Williams, Hano, and Robert Wilson. For Methacton calls timeout. At the 4-minute mark, it is 40-19 Norristown. It is pretty much as expected. I think we'll see Norristown make several substitutions in the next couple minutes and certainly into the third quarter and probably into the fourth quarter, with the idea to get the players additional time, and Methacton's going to do all it can just to stay competitive. If Norristown continues to shoot at the 60, 70, 80, or 80% level, Norristown will easily come close to 100 tonight, and I'm not suggesting that's their goal. And when we did the telecast the other night, Norristown had 46 or 48. They had 48 at half, and we had indicated it would probably be a 100-point game. And as you know, they unfortunately came back and lost that. But Westchester Henderson and Methacton are not twins. Methacton does not have the firepower to come back and score that many points in this game. We have a missed shot and a jump ball, and JB is out, and Jermaine Pierce is back in. Steve has it, passes it to Willis, looks for the three, penetrates, gives up the dribble, passes it to 5, back out to Jermaine. Willis has it, passes it back out to Steve. To the corner, to Phil Ash. Good movement. We have some body contact here. Jason Langham, I think, took it in the face, holding his eye, but I think he's all right. Norristown inbound the ball underneath their basket, and Methacton is in a 2-3. We have Jermaine and Steve Ball's back to Willis, back to Steve. Methacton still in a 2-1-2, and Norristown is attacking it as a 2-1-2. Good ball movement, good player movement. 50 and Jermaine are working underneath. We do have a turnover, Methacton ball, and Greg Cass has it. Jason sets a screen. Han O is in the corner, looks the shot, fakes it, getting pressure from Steve Evans. Steve Williams setting the screen. Another bad pass. Han makes a great job trying to save the ball, even trying to get a timeout. And Julius Blackwell is back in the game, and Phil Ash goes to the bench. Willis is bringing the ball up. We've had a momentary pause in the scoring. It is 40-19. Ball gets passed to Ken, who's going to penetrate, puts a floater up, misses it. Methacton almost has the rebound. They do. They have temporary numbers. There's a foul on Steve's part. That is number 6 for Norristown.
Foul on 2 is first, team 6.
Steve Evans' first foul. Robert Wilson has it. Mr. O takes the shot. We have the pass. We look like we're going to run. We are. Julius Blackwell is down. Willis pushes the ball up. Blackwell takes the shot off the board. It's an easy score. Steve is going to put pressure on O in the backcourt. Ball gets passed back out to Greg. Off the screen, having trouble with the ball. We're going to get a call if he doesn't dispose of it. Han looks to take the shot, doesn't. Passes the ball back out to Greg, who penetrates, passes the ball, tried to pass the ball to Steve Williams underneath, misses it. Anthony Carmona is back in for Norristown. Steve is handling the ball up top. Willis is working the perimeter. There's a shot underneath. Anthony Carmona gets the shot. No, Methacton hands up on defense. It was easy to get that shot. We have a screen, and we have a foul. That will be the number 7. It's a 1-on-1 situation for Methacton, and Han O will go to the go to the line, shooting a 1-on-1. We have another substitution. Willis is coming out. Tom Ponatowicz is coming in. That means Steve will handle the ball definitely at the 1 spot. So we have Jermaine, Tom, Julius, Anthony, Steve as your 5. Han, Jason, Robert, Steven, and Greg as the 5 for Methacton. Steve has it, passes the ball in, back up top to Anthony, dribbling to the right side. Tom touches the ball at the high post, passes it to Steve. High post feed into Julius, looking for the shot, does a spin move, and there's a travel. Official doesn't like what he saw, calls the travel on it. 44-19, people, at the 56-second mark of the second quarter. Robert Wilson is handling it with Julius putting pressure on. We're going to get a turnover. Yes, we do have it. Steve has it. There's a tip. Han makes a great recovery on it, forces the ball out of bounds. So it will be Norristown ball. Side up underneath the basket. Steve is going to inbound it. Methacton's in a person-to-person. Steve having a little bit of trouble getting it in. Jermaine goes way up to get it. Penetrates, scores off the dish off. Julius Blackwell scores off the dish off, but Jermaine Pierce went to the basket, and set Julius up. Julius goes to the basket, scores the layup, is fouled.
Blackwell with the basket. At the line, shooting 1.
That is the second foul on Jason Langham. JB goes to the line, shooting 1. Makes it. It is 47-19. 38 seconds left in the second quarter on the Conocelli board. Robert Wilson's bringing the ball up. Julius is putting pressure on. Little foot race. Robert handles it. Greg has it. It's going to penetrate. Almost turns it over. Look shot. Fakes it. We have a missed shot. Norristown's going to get the last shot. At least the last shot. They are taking it. Coach has signaled he wants the last shot. It's 47-19. Unfortunately, Julius wasn't looking. Caught the ball in the face. Goes out of bounds. Okay, Methacton has 11 seconds to get the shot off. Robert Wilson's handling the basketball. Almost turns it over. He does turn it over. Not a good pass. Jermaine has enough sense to take the shot. Almost makes it at the half-court mark. So here's what we have, people, as we start. Get ready to start the second half. It is 47 Norristown. Methacton 19. It is, as we expected, all Norristown. They've dominated both ends of the court. Their shooting percentage, scoring off the turnovers, good team basketball, hustling both ends of the court, pressuring the ball, pressuring the passing lanes. It has been Norristown completely. If I have the opportunity prior to the start of the second half, I'll give you some of the stats. I'm sure there won't be too many surprises based on what we've seen in the first half. All right, we'll pause and we'll see you at the start of the second half.